Hey everyone, Brandon from Brandon's Baseball Cards here. I'm not sure how many of you have heard the news regarding the National, but Illinois is officially in the bridge stage of their reopening plan. And it looks like they released a statement a couple of days ago, and they say they are confident that the National will proceed as planned. And so it looks like we may have the National after all in July. And given this exciting wonderful news, I thought it would be cool to put together just a video where I just talk about some tips on how best to prepare for this show, right? Because it is unlike any other show around. It's huge, it's overwhelming, it's exhausting, it's the most fun experience as a collector that I've ever had. And my brother and I have gone two nationals before this. This will be our third. And it's just so much fun. And it's a great bonding experience, to tell you the truth. And I look forward to hopefully meeting quite a few of you there. So some tips that I would have. And some of this is just going to be a little bit rambling. It might be a little bit of a longer video. But some people say you should have a plan about the specific cards you want. You should have a list. You should have, a detailed plan for the types of cards you want to pursue, and you should stick to that plan. I've done two nationals. The first national, I had no plan, and I had a great time. And the second national, I had a list of cards that I was looking for, and I think I got two on the list out of dozens and dozens, and I ended up getting other cards. I would almost just say, have an idea, of course, of what the parts of your collection you're trying to fill, but I would just roll with it. If you feel like going on a modern kick one day, go on a modern kick and buy modern cards. If you feel like buying football, go one day, just buy football, right? Just have fun with it. There's no need to over plan like exactly what you want, because you're going to find all kinds of stuff there, stuff you've never even imagined you wanted until you see it, right? So I don't know if everyone would agree with that advice. I know some people say you definitely need a strict plan. I'd say just roll with it, have fun, buy what you want. Try to make sure you don't overpay, right? I do think it's good to have an idea of the cards that you are after, at least have an idea of what a fair price is, right? Just in case the internet is spotty at the convention center. It should be fairly, it should be decent, but there's a lot of people that are trying to use Wi-Fi, right? A lot of people scrolling eBay and checking comps and things like that. So maybe have some prices at least written down, to say, okay, well, here's what this card in this grade that roughly goes for on eBay, at least, so then you'll have an idea that you don't get taken for a lot of money. So that would be just some advice that I would give. Definitely bring a backpack. I do see quite a few collectors walking around and they don't have a backpack, and I'm like, what are you doing? You're just going to hold your cards in your hand the whole day? Definitely bring a backpack. Make sure, I like to bring like protein bars, because the food at the convention center, it's greasy food, it's convention center food. So it's hot dogs and burgers and stuff, which is fine, but it's expensive and it's not the greatest food in the world. So what I would do is just, bring some protein bars and things like that, just to keep you going, keep your energy levels up, because you're going to be looking at cards a lot, right? And another piece of advice related to this, right? Look, the fact that this is overwhelming, right? It hits you. It's exhausting. Take a break. Take breaks during the day. If you just want to take 15 minutes and go sit somewhere and just try to cool off for a little bit, you're probably going to see a lot more cards the next time you take a lap around. You'll see a lot more stuff. There comes a point where your eyes kind of gloss over, because it's just so many cards, so many dealers. You can't see everything. It's impossible to see everything that every dealer has. But you can take a break and kind of get a fresh perspective on the show. Because if you just keep taking lap after lap after lap after lap after lap, you'll be a zombie, right? You're not going to necessarily get the most out of the show. So don't be afraid to take a break. I know I do. There are times where my brother and I, in the past couple of years, I'll go get a beer because they sell beer at the conventions there. I'll go get a beer and sit and drink a beer or something and just take a few minutes, because it's tempting to just keep going. I need to keep going. I need to keep going. I have to keep looking, but it's whatever cards are there. There's multiples of most things, right? Even things that have a great price, there's multiples of them. So taking a few minutes, you're not going to be missing some earth-shattering deal, necessarily. There will be other items, right? So it's just something to keep in mind. And I try to do that because my impulse is to just keep going. And I have to kind of pull the reins back a little bit. So that would be some advice. The other advice that I would give, if you can afford it, it is pretty worthwhile to do the VIP pass, because you get into the show 30 minutes early every day. In that 30 minutes, it doesn't sound like a lot, right? In addition to, of course, you get autograph tickets as well, right? You can have tickets to some of the signers if you're into autographs, but just that extra 30 minutes is tremendous, because you're getting in, there's less people in there because most people don't do VIP. So you have that 30 minutes, you can do a lot of deals. And especially if you're going on the first day, like my brother and I will be there Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And again, this is assuming it happens in July, right? Given what we know now, it seems like this is going to happen. And so that 30 minutes the first day, that is where I think last time I made two big purchases, two big rack packs from Baseball Card Exchange right away. I knew I wanted to go to their booth first because I collect unopened. This year I'll do the same thing. I have no doubt. If you're there Wednesday and you see some guy at Baseball Card Exchange 1 minute after the doors open, odds are, if he's in a Reds shirt, it is me. So come say hi. But that 30 minutes the first day, it's the calm before the storm. It's not as busy on Wednesday because people are still working. Some people haven't flown in yet. You can really, really score the best stuff that hasn't been snatched up yet. And so do the VIP if you can afford it. It is pricier, but if you're going for more than a day or so, I would say the VIP is worth it. You do get an extra half hour each day. So nothing wrong with more time on the show floor. And again, if you're so inclined, there's the autograph guests that you have tickets for as well, right? They're decent autograph guests. They're not. I think last year I got Corey Schneider was the only person that I got in 2019 out of all the autograph tickets that I had. I was more focused on the show floor. But if you are inclined to go get autographs, the VIP pass is a great way to get some autographs too. You get 12 tickets. And 6 of them usually are for a specific player. You don't get to pick. They just put them in your bag, your VIP bag, when you show up. And then the other 6 are just a random ticket that you can use for anybody who's one of the VIP signers. So something to keep in mind. We've had my brother and I have had our VIP tickets since Christmas, I think, because we're crazy about the National and excited about this. I'm getting pumped now. I think mentally I've been kind of just blocked. I've kind of, to avoid being disappointed, I've just assumed it wasn't going to happen. But it looks like things are taking shape. So it's really, really great. Some other advice that I would give, some of this may be repetitive from other channels. Wear comfortable shoes. You are going to be walking a lot. By the end of the day, you are going to want to find a pillow and lay down, because mentally you're exhausted, physically you're exhausted. It is exhausting walking and walking and walking the show floor. So wear comfortable shoes and be social if you're so inclined. If it's a nice opportunity to interact with other YouTubers, to interact with other collectors. If you see me and you want to say hello, come say hi. I'd love to talk to the people that subscribe to my channel. or if you've ever, even if you're not a subscriber, if you just watch videos on occasion, I would love to talk to you, love to talk cards. So I know I'll be saying hi to some of the people that I talk to or that I interact with on YouTube. I look forward to meeting a lot of people. And so take advantage of the opportunity. If you're so inclined. Some people don't, they're there for, I'm here to look at cards, but to me, it's also about the community, and it's a great opportunity, right? It's a really great opportunity. And so that's really what I have for you guys tonight. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're getting excited. If you are going to the show, drop a comment below. I know quite a few of you are because we've talked about it, but let me know. I'd love to hear from you. I'll be back. I'm sure I'll do another national video here soon, especially once it's 100% confirmed. Talk to you soon. Keep collecting vintage baseball.